not January 1st, but guess what? We still have money goals that we are working on. Today, I'm going to share with you our financial goals for the year and how we are working to achieve them. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer. I'm a certified financial coach and the creator of Financial Fitness. This year we have 5 main money goals we are working on. I'll walk you through each of them and how we're trying to reach those goals. Our number one money goal for this year is to max out our Roth IRAs. Now, if you have been following along and watched any of my budgeting videos, you know that we automatically contribute to our Roth IRA every single month. I love the automation. You can set it and forget about it. But we have not maxed them out ever. They're such a good deal that the government puts a cap. For the year 2025, $7,000 is the maximum you can contribute if you're under 50. That works out to be $583 per month. We are currently contributing $400 each. $400 for my husband, $400 for me. That works out to be 10% of our gross income, but that doesn't max it out. So we are still doing the $400, the 10% automatically contributed. That's what I have in our budget. And then any income I make, we are contributing 10% as well. So that amount fluctuates. So that one's not automated. At the end of the month, based on how much I make, we will contribute that much. We will also be getting a tax refund. And so we will possibly put some of that towards the Roth IRA to help us max it out earlier. Our money goal number 2 for the year is to travel. We will be celebrating our 20th anniversary this year, and we really wanted to go on a trip, just the two of us without kids. I did research. We were planning on going to Costa Rica. We were looking at about $5,000 to do what we wanted, and that was more money than we could pull out of our budget, so we decided not to do the trip. But we still really wanted something, especially in the winter months, something to look forward to. So we decided to figure out how we could make it work. My husband is paid salary. He is a teacher, but there was a grant this last year that they could do an extra, I think it's an extra 40 hours, a project on the side of their teaching for an extra 40 hours of pay. He decided to do this. He took some extra classes, did some continuing education to get certified in another subject. He did that, and we figured that will be almost $3,000 that we will get paid for that. So we figured if we could cut it down to the price of that, we would use that money to pay for our trip. So I did some more research. We decided I cut off a day or two of the trip to make it a little bit shorter, less expensive. We dropped a few excursions. Some of the places we were planning on staying, I downgraded a little bit, so it wasn't quite as nice. We found a little bit cheaper options. So I cut the cost for our trip down to about $2,500. So we compromised. The money he's earning from that is going towards our trip. We did have enough money in our vacation fund to pay for the airfare, which we booked a while back. But everything else that I've booked, we will pay when we get there. And we will have that money from his extra bonus work before we go on our trip. Our third money goal also involves traveling, but it's to take a family trip. We like to do something together as a family at least once a year, some sort of road trip or big trip. This year it's going to be a lot smaller because that's what we had room in our budget for. So we've decided to take a road trip and to bike the Hiawatha Trail with our kids. I just did some quick research. I looked on Airbnb quickly to see how much it would cost to stay for a few days, how much it would cost if we needed tickets to bike the trail, and any other excursions we might do near there, how much it would cost. I got a rough idea of the cost, and so we have started a sinking fund, or we already had a sinking fund for our vacation, but we are setting aside money every single month in our budget to go towards our family vacation or family trip. And that right now we're doing about $200 a month. That will be enough to cover it. by the time we have to pay for it. Money goal number 4 is to pay down our mortgage. Now we're not trying to pay it off, we just want to pay it down. We have tried various different strategies throughout the 4 years that we have lived in our house and had our mortgage. At one point, everything I made, we were contributing towards the mortgage, but it has such a low interest rate that we have kind of changed how we're doing it. What we are focusing on this year is just paying it down a little bit. Our monthly payment was $1,370 something. We have decided to increase it to $1,400. So we're just rounding up to the nearest 100, paying an extra $20-ish per month. And we don't need a small enough amount, we don't even notice the difference, but it is cutting off 4 years of our mortgage. Money goal number 5 is finishing our addition. If you have followed along, it feels like it's been forever that I keep saying we're working on an addition. That money that I was earning that we used to put towards our mortgage, we are now putting towards house projects and this addition. We're building a garage with an apartment above it. We're cash flowing it. We thought we had enough saved, ended up not being enough because what do you know, things were more expensive than planned. But everything I make, we're putting towards that, and our goal is to have that finished this summer. So everything my business makes, we are putting into an high yield savings account and putting that towards the addition. Over the winter, we haven't been working on it. We've just been saving as much money as possible. I have tried to cut back my expenses. So I used to have someone editing my videos. I've cut back. I'm doing it myself to save the money so that we'll have more to go towards our addition. Also, we'll be getting a tax refund, and the bulk of that will be going towards the addition so we can have enough to get it done and then put our money towards something else. If you look at my videos about our annual budget and our annual sinking funds, you will see how we are setting aside money to reach these goals. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.